All right, y'all. This is episode 4 of the Oddcast podcast. My name is Ashley Ann Marie.
This is Pierre. We have 2 guests today, 2 very special. I don't want to hype them up. They 2 decent guests. My brother couldn't be here today because he's dumb. He wasn't thinking. We got Brandon. I'll let you introduce yourself, man, if you got like a cool intro or something.
Well, it's my first time being here. It's the boy B, live from Austin, Texas. How y'all doing?
All right.
That's real smooth, right? Way better than not.
It's Rachael. I don't have a super cool intro. Yeah, that's the end of my story.
All right. Brandon's Ashley's brother. Rachael, me and Rachael have mutual friends. We met through my wife. That's Rachael. And this is Brandon. We finna get it rolling, I guess. It's on.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
So, I guess, just tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Oh, shit.
It's like the first day of school.
Oh, get put on the spot.
Favorite food.
Get put on the spot.
Favorite food, all that shit.
Not your favorite food.
Oh, not that.
Well, I don't really know how to introduce myself. I guess y'all can ask me something.
Okay.
I guess to kind of break the mold.
You born and raised in Austin, right?
Yes.
How long? What part of Austin?
East side.
East side.
Yes, sir.
East side 2. Nah, let's start.
Nah, 2-1.
Right.
Grew up 2-1. Sam Houston.
Okay. And you're Ashley's older brother, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My older brother, yes.
The eldest brother
Yes.
of all
They
brothers.
say the eldest is always the wisest, man.
Yeah.
that?
That's why I got gray hair.
Facts.
That's why I got gray hair right now.
Facts. And Rachael,
Rachael.
you got a cool bio.
I guess I could give the whole thing.
Run it by us.
First generation American.
Mm-hmm.
My family's from Honduras.
Oh, hold up.
I was born in Oklahoma. I was raised in South Padre Island area around all Mexican people in my Honduran household. So I have a very interesting upbringing. Had to kneel on rice and shit. Now I am an investigator for CPS, and I am a community activist.
So watch what you say, guys. I'm talking about how we punish our kids.
I was with some friends at the pool the other day. She snatched her daughter up by the hair. She's like, "Oh shit, I'm right in front of CPS." I was like, "I didn't see nothing."
Okay.
That's deep. Yeah.
Off duty.
That's they turned the other way.
I ain't see a goddamn thing, man.
Oh man, yeah. Now that we're talking about kids, there's this show on Facebook. Jada Pinkett Smith, she has her own show.
For real?
It's
Yeah.
called the Red
Table
Table,
Talk.
something like that. Yeah, and this last episode, she was talking about how she let Jaden move out at 15, and basically how she parents, how they parent, and they were just like, we're gonna let you be you. And you just do whatever you want to do, because at the end of the day, I guess, they do have a point. You're in control of yourself.
Yeah.
So teach you early
Yeah.
to take care of yourself and make the good decisions.
I feel like,
you.
I don't know. I think it's
But
different.
It goes hand in hand, I
because
guess.
they're millionaires.
Yeah.
They got
They
a lot
are.
of money, so I feel like it's a lot easier for them to let their kids go because they have a financial fallback,
Yeah.
a pillow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sure they got security somewhere in there. They're not just letting them run free.
Right.
But when you have
Yeah.
an unlimited amount of money, it's a lot easier. You
Yeah.
can't, like, we couldn't let our kids at 15 be like, hey, good luck out there.
Nah.
It's a little different.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
But it's funny though, because Jada and Jaden are very I guess sort of self-aware or have some level of
Yeah.
awareness
Yeah.
for kids that grew up so fucking rich.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
it's
they
on-
grow up a lot faster.
Well,
yeah,
there's
because
a
they're rich though. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
there-
They don't got to worry about other shit that we have to stress about. They free to think about whatever they
That's
want.
true. That's
Yeah,
true. They don't have to
They don't
worry
have
about
real.
bills and shit.
I mean, I wasn't raised with them, but I'm pretty sure they don't have like the everyday struggle of a teenager inside of a city.
Yeah, but you know what though? They do have like some type of struggle, because there was one episode where Willow was just like, I used to cut myself and I was depressed, and you know what I'm saying? So it was just like,
And she had the same body insecurities that, you know.
Yeah, regular girls will have. So it's just like, maybe it's a little harder for them. I mean, at the end of the day, I'd rather have not. Yeah, they have
think
all
it's
the
just
money.
trading off
They have,
problems.
really, yeah. You know what I'm
Like
saying? They
it.
have all this money. They can do whatever they want, but you don't know who's around you for you. You don't know who has good intentions for you. You just don't know. You know what I'm
Peter said,
saying? So it's just. What you think,
I
Pete?
feel you. I feel you though. I see where you're coming from. I can understand that, but but like
Always.
I feel like if they had to live a life of a regular teenager, live their life in that life, they would definitely still choose their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's probably a lot easier. Imagine kids dealing with depression like Willow and body problems, right? But they don't have
The support.
the support. They don't have I'm sure she go for any kind of psychiatrist, any kind of pick me up, help me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine being dead ass broke and no way to change any of that. And the shit around you is you can't focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't focus on your body issues, your depression. You kind of got to put that in the back seat because you're dealing with real life shit.
But I think as has been highlighted in the last couple of days with these two rich ass famous people committing suicide, Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, all the money in the world doesn't solve your mental health issues. These people have, Kate Spade is a multimillionaire. Anthony Bourdain is a multimillionaire that has traveled the world. Still so sad that you're going to hang yourself. Like, they have unlimited resources, so mental health touches everybody.
I feel that.
Yeah.
That Anthony Bourdain suicide.
I was in my feelings. I was
having rich people problems. Oh, that just sounds like it hurts more.
I don't know,
For
man.
real.
I mean, maybe in some ways, I feel I can see both sides though. So
my only thing with that is it's one of those things you have to defer to people that have both experiences. Jay-Z talks about it. Cardi B now talks about it all the time, how life is so much better before you have this amount of money. And there's a threshold, right? Like between being way too rich and way too poor, there's a middle ground that I think is where the happiness lies. Because once you get past that point, like you said, who's with me for me, all that.
Everybody wants something, you gotta take care of everybody. All of a sudden, everybody else's bills is your bills. Like, oof. It comes with a lot.
Aunties and cousins and shit
people
popping
coming out of nowhere. Yeah, you know
Who
what I'm
are
saying?
you again?
That's a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Like
so
cousins you've never heard of before.
Exactly. So that could be hard. In K Spade, they said that it was due to like her divorcing, right? It was her divorcing from her husband, and
I didn't read about that one.
just going
That's
going through life period. You just
Anthony
never
Bourdain
know.
though, I didn't see that. That man
I super saw that
traveled, man. He was famous for his he was doing a lot. And it was like he was in his jiu-jitsu, he was traveling, he had a new show. When he killed himself, he was in the middle of working on a new show. That's why I was like, mental illness, man. You had to be some kind of crazy or something going on for you to kill yourself at such a high point in your life. It's ridiculous. I was like, damn.
But it's crazy because me and my best friend were talking about this, and what she texted me in the morning.
Name dropper.
Violeta Campos. Okay. We're talking about it in the morning, and she said same thing. She texted me that he had killed himself, and I was like, that's really sad, but it's not surprising. And she had sent me a screenshot of a conversation that she'd had with another friend of hers where she said the exact same thing. Because if you watch his show, he's so like Eeyore. Like,
he always
he's real
like
slow,
that,
kind of introspective.
Yeah. Like, whatever. It's whatever. Dude.
Yeah,
Like,
super chill
right in the
vibe.
middle,
Yeah.
Still though, fuck. What that rock star? He was a singer of a popular band. I hate that I don't know this.
Oh,
They were
Linkin
big.
Park.
Yeah, him too.
Homeboy from Linkin Park.
And the day before, he was just with his family taking selfies. Then
Smiling pictures.
killed himself. That shit, wow, man.
Man, yeah, definitely just gotta pay attention to all the homies. Ask everybody if they're okay, even if they look okay.
And that's the thing. Like, people keep putting this whole, if you're struggling, reach out. They put that out, but part of the face of the veil of depression is that it's not in you to reach out.
Yeah, you don't want to be a burden. I don't want to put my problems on you.
It's important that you check on your strong friends, that you reach out to the people in your life that you know are really going through something. Even if you don't know that they're going through it, just reach out to the people that you love on a regular basis and let them know you're there.
Yeah, what a twist, man, this show has taken.
Right? In other news.
That is the message of the day.
And the depressing message of the day is suicide, man. It's inevitable. Nah, I'm playing.
Not it's inevitable.
You heard
We might edit that out. I might
just
not. I might not edit anything. I might just leave that in there. How do you feel about, we got you on the show. I see your Facebook stuff. This ain't like a curveball thing. But like hate speech, man. I was listening to a podcast about hate speech the other day and how it's making like society weak. Like everybody, what's it called? I forget the name of the culture, but like angry culture or upset culture, something like that. But there's like a culture of people now that they get offended easily. And they're looking for a reason to be angry. What do you feel about that? Do you feel like that's real?
Okay. I don't think that the culture of people being offended is new. I think people are just more empowered to say so these days. I think, before, I don't use hate words like the R word. I don't use for like mentally disabled people.
What is it? I don't know.
I'm not going to say it.
Trying to bait
No,
it.
you're asshole.
Nah, go ahead.
He's asshole.
But yeah,
What are you talking
like
about?
the N word,
Say
the D word. Like these words, I don't have them in my vocabulary. I don't use them alone in my car. None of that. I don't think that the offending is new. I think it's just that because we're in a culture now where everybody's so connected via social media, via live videos, Snapchat, all this shit. Because we're so connected, it's easier for us to know that I'm not the only one that's offended by this. I'm not the only one that this affects in this way. So because you're not alone in something, it's a lot easier to speak out about it. In much the same way as the sexual assault conversations, which that's a whole other thing. But if you go back and you think about all these women that are accusing, XYZ figurehead of sexual assault, that's something that you're not going to feel empowered to go after somebody in power unless you have a backing behind you.
I feel like with women doing that, the only reason they are doing it is because they have a backing behind them. I'm not saying all of them are wrong by saying like they were sexually assaulted or even like raped. But I don't feel like any of them are wrong. Like I can't call anybody a liar unless I have proof. But when women getting caught now for lying and like just random out of the woodworks, it feels like sometimes they come out of nowhere,
Like,
and all of a sudden,
everybody.
Well,
and women getting caught doing it. I feel like now it's a blurred line. Like it's hard to trust a woman's first.
Here's the thing: with false sexual assault accusations are no higher statistically than any other false crime reporting. It's about 8%. About 8% of rape and sexual harassment claims are false. However, I believe, and I don't know if this study has been done or not, but I believe that percentage greatly increases when the accused has power, money, or fame. I think when in situations like with Kobe Bryant, and I know my feminist friends are probably going to attack me for this.
Are you a feminist?
I am a feminist. I think in situations like with the Kobe Bryant situation, that woman had, I believe, 9 other semen samples in her stomach. And then
What's the duration of those? I don't know, 9? I mean, I don't know. Whatever goes on.
lockjaw.
Bro, yeah. How many?
Well, and then one of those samples was Kobe Bryant, and all of a sudden she's claiming rape. Now, I'm not saying that can't happen. It can't be a situation where you're engaging in consensual orgiasm. And all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I probably should stop this. And you try to stop it and it doesn't stop. I'm not saying that can't happen. But to a certain degree, I think we as women, as any survivors, right? Because this happens to men as well. But as survivors or as people in those situations, at some point we need to start taking accountability for our actions. The situation with what's his name? The comedian Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, Aziz. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That I read that
Yeah.
encounter, that woman had ample opportunity to leave, and the only power that he had over her
'Cause I'm
is
Aziz,
that
yeah.
he was a name and a face and somebody that could help advance her in her career. She wasn't working for him. There was no power structure there. She had every opportunity, ample opportunity to leave and didn't. And now, and that's what pisses me off, because when it comes to the Me Too movement, we need to have some credibility.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we need to have perfect survivors, but
Just like everything, it's always
Don't
one
put yourself
person in
those
there.
type of situations.
Yeah, wolf in sheep's
Paying
clothing. Like,
attention,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like every movement has their person there, and they're just riding the wave.
Yeah.
That happens. So being my bad.
go ahead.
I know I seem prepared, right? Nah, because a lot of the stuff like that you're into, I'm into, but most of the time opposite.
Right.
I know. So being a feminist, Ashley, we talked about this on, like, I don't know if it's the last one or the first one, but about like women being able to, like, you have to watch what you say to a woman now, especially like
yeah.
I see a lot of feminists, and I'm neither or. Like, I'm not against feminists, I'm not for it. I mean, I feel like I'm in the middle of it.
I think also it's important to note that there are feminists are not a monolith. We don't all have the same belief systems.
Yeah, I agree with
So
that.
that's
Yeah, it's just the ones I don't know person. I don't think I know. I think you're probably the first person I met as a feminist. Ashley, are you a feminist?
I'm just the woman.
Okay. I feel like most of them are like super aggressive though. You know what I mean?
Aggressive in what?
Well, I don't want to see. I feel like I'm stereotyping y'all, man. Not y'all. See, look, I'm all over the place. Well, let me get back to my question though. Let me get back to my question. Do you feel like you have to watch how you speak to women now? Or do women find a way to get offended
I feel like
now?
you should watch how you speak to anybody.
Anybody, right? Yeah, but I feel like okay, yeah. So okay,
yeah. But what are you thinking now? Like back in the day, where they used to be like, "Hey, baby, what's up?" Like,
yeah,
you know
that's
like,
that's assault
what
now.
it was. But yeah,
it's not assault; it's harassment. And I will tell you something interesting. Growing up on South Padre Island, spring break, I could be walking down the island, and this is not a random made up example. It's happened. 13 years old, 14 years old, walking down the island, going to a friend's house, and this is where I live. I'm not out there spring breaking with college kids, and I have the fucking Girls Gone Wild people following behind me talking about my booty at 13, 14 years old. I had when I was visiting my mom in Oklahoma one summer, 13 years old, I'm walking across the street to the basketball court at the park, and a dude stops his car and is asking me all kinds of stuff, and he asks how old I am. I say 13, and he drove away. But these are things that it's not appropriate because one, you don't know who you're talking to, and two, what did I do to invite you or make you think that this is an appropriate situation for this?
I mean, anything can invite somebody to do something like that, though.
Well,
and men
especially,
men see anything as an invitation. But
a pretty face.
Yeah, you could have stepped out your car.
So I have to be bothered because I ain't ugly?
No, well, just assume that it was a
That's
mistake.
how they think.
Just assume it was a mistake, man. He made a mistake.
Like, oh, you beautiful. How you doing today?
I'm 13.
I'm
gone.
No, but
even
at that, like just a passing compliment. You know, you're really beautiful.
It's,
cool, that I can deal with that, and most people can.
A lot of people can't now, though, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
there's a
culture of people that get offended, man. Women all the time.
Of course, there's outliers. There's extremists in every single movement. Every single movement, there's people that are.
I feel like feminism has the most extremists. Though.
I think the extreme ones get the most attention.
Okay.
I think most feminists are people like
it's too many YouTube videos
like her
too much YouTube.
that her Ashley, right?
Yep, Ashley.
Yeah, I think most feminists are people like her that acknowledge her rights and abilities in position as a woman without it turning into man bashing. And I think that's what a lot of
mansplaining shit, all that shit.
Mansplaining is a thing. It's so annoying. It happens to me all the time, especially and it's a problem that white liberal men have.
What are you saying?
I find it a lot in the activist community. It's not as bad, but it's a little more profound because it's coming from people that are supposed to be on this side of it, right? That are supposed to be more aware and more cognizant of the way that they talk and interact with women. And then they're sitting there and explaining, like people explain to me CPS. Why are you explaining CPS to me? I work for CPS. I've been there for over a year. I know what the fuck.
You mean people that you're dealing with at CPS?
No, just regular men that I encounter on an everyday basis. They explain things to me that I know what I'm talking about already.
And they know beforehand that you work for CPS.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that is kind of. I mean,
it's patronizing, is what it is, and it happens a lot.
It is dicks, man.
But like I was saying, I think the vast majority of feminism or of feminists are women like Ashley who aren't as blatant and outward and outspoken about it, but have their belief system is aligned with it.
I feel like women y'all's age got that nailed down. But like the generation coming after us, and not before them, a little more after them too.
Like the fourth wave.
They're getting pretty serious. Yeah, they're getting pretty like violent, yo. Like it's getting crazy. Yeah, they're wild. Like they're protest. That's just probably me watching too much YouTube and media. But they're wild, yo. Like the
not in the media.
Bro, they're wilding out here, man. Like the Antifa guys, it's just wild.
They're tired. They're tired of it.
They can't. But you're only 17. 18,
it's
19.
Amber Rose. Amber Rose is doing it.
It is that slow walk, boy.
That slow walk. She's making them feel like I could wear this little bitty ass skirt, and you can't touch me.
Look, do whatever you want behind doors,
nothing.
man.
Can I weigh in on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I agree and I disagree. I don't think we need to be showing our bodies in that way, just as a general rule. However, if someone does choose to do that, it's not a pass for you to harass me. And I think that's what the overarching message of the slut walk is, that I can dress how I want, and that's not an excuse or a pass. Now, I don't think the vast majority of people in general are going to say, walk around with your titties out.
Yeah.
But
I mean, what do you expect us to think?
At the same time, when you wear stuff like that, this is how the slut walk is negative, right? When girls feel like it's okay to wear shit like that, you have dudes, men that are like, they're not capable of restraining themselves. They don't have any common sense. Because some people are just not mentally capable. It just happens. Some people cannot control their impulse.
I can put a steak in front of my dog and tell him no, and he won't.
There's people they can't handle it. So
that's the problem then. Well, then we need to address those people, not the clothes.
But still, when you go out in public wearing underwear and panties, things that should not have
panties.
Okay, bathing a bikini
suit.
Yeah, to places that you probably don't have to wear that to. Like,
why? What's the difference?
Now you're invoking shit. Like,
what's the difference if I wear it on the beach or on the street?
Because you're on the beach, then you're on the street.
That's the same amount. It's the same level of nakedness.
It's not. That's not supposed to be.
Why?
Because that's
like setting.
A man. You're sitting around a man with his children, right? Mm-hmm. Even at church now, girls wear club outfits to church. I don't even go to church. I see the Instagram. I see all that shit. But yeah, at church, I see the shit. But even still, when you wear stuff like that in front of your elders, stuff in front of people's grandmas, man, it's certain places you can wear that.
No, and I agree that there's
starting to make it like.
I agree that there's a level of appropriateness that needs to be addressed, but that is unrelated to the overarching theme of the slut walk, of the slut movement. Is you may not like it. It may be inappropriate. You may be like, ugh, girl, get it together. But that still does not give you a pass to grab, assault, or whatever to me. It doesn't give you a pass.
And maybe people are trying to say that. They're trying to say that when you wear that, what people not able to protect, you need to do better. I'm not trying to make them like saying like do the victim thing. Like, well, they can't control who sexually assaults them. I get that. But still, there's ways you can prevent sexual assault. There's ways you can prevent people like, reaching and grabbing at you. Because men think you out,
not
you
a way
out
you
somewhere
can prevent
with
it. But you can't prevent it.
You
can take precautions
to avoid that happening.
You can try to take precautions, but
so you can prevent
women in the Muslim world get raped all the time.
Well, I'm talking about America right now.
Okay, well, women in
turtlenecks, goose down.
No, I'm not saying that. Listen, I love women. You wear whatever you want.
Hey, go back to the early 2000s, man.
Yeah, I'm one of the males. I'm one of the males that
everything baggy.
That nose, girl.
All right, that's not the problem here.
Exactly. The point is that the problem is not the clothes.
Women think they can wear whatever they want, which you can. It's a free country, but I'm saying when there's
why can't we redirect the conversation to
because you don't know what people are going through. One dude could have woke up, hadn't had sex his whole life, finally sees the first girl in a bikini he ever seen in his life walk past him. He gonna lose his shit.
That's not why men rape. Men don't rape because of a sexual desire. Yes, we do. Men rape it's a power thing. It has nothing to do with sexual desire.
Some men rape because they've given up hope and all that shit, and they gonna just get them some, and it's not even power.
So when y'all walk
the little nerds that drug
certain female that they want, and they gonna go get it.
Yeah.
It ain't she ain't giving them up, but she don't like them, then he's gonna.
And they try to equate the mass shootings in schools because dudes not getting laid.
How many rape researches have you read?
I don't read rape research because most times they might be inflated. I don't know if they are, if they're not.
That's why you read multiple. So you're coming with anecdotal
I'm not saying rape
evidence.
doesn't happen. I'm not saying rape doesn't happen.
So
rape definitely happens.
When y'all walk around with y'all's butts out all day,
and I agree with you. That's why
I should be able to walk up and poke you in the booty.
If you did, that's what they say they're asking for in prison. So I don't know prison culture. It might be real. I don't know.
It's not a thing. I can tell you that. I know a lot of people who have been to prison, and it's not a thing.
Well, all right. So I'm saying is you got the right to
just not the vibe.
You hate that. And
now I see your booty out. You're inviting me to take
I see your nipples next time I'm gonna walk by and tweak them hoes.
I can't help myself.
And see, you can't help yourself. You just prove my point. Sometimes you can't help yourself.
We're being sarcastic.
Exactly.
I don't know sarcasm. We're only audio, so I can't read the Nah. All right. Well, we can agree that some. All right. No, we can't. Y'all not gonna agree.
No, but we can all agree that there has to be a certain level of accountability on both sides.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
On both sides.
we
We
could
need to be
agree
more
with that.
cognizant of the things that we're wearing and where we're wearing them.
Yeah.
And, just be aware of your surroundings. And then men need to be more cognizant of the fact that not all women want to be bothered. Women are allowed to turn you
That
down
part.
without being harassed or called bitch and bitch you ugly anyway.
Yeah.
I look the same as I did when you approached me 5 minutes ago.
Okay, hey, but look, so that brings me to that whole Future thing with the girl that
Love it. I
coincidentally
love
happened to be from here, and
Austin?
yeah, she's from
I don't know what's
Austin.
going on.
Well,
Me neither.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm lost on the
No,
sauce.
you know more about it. I don't
well, basically, this
on.
girl called Future's attention, I guess, and he basically, they had been talking, hanging out, etc., whatever, I don't know, and she spent $5,500 to go fly out to wherever he was, California.
She spent her own money to go
Yeah,
see
but he was
Future?
gonna reimburse her.
Girl, bye.
So when she gets down there, he's
shit.
like, I'm with my kids, et cetera. I'll be by there later, wear lingerie, basically saying they're gonna have sex. And she was just like, oh no, I'm not here for that.
So I flew you to another state.
But wait,
whole
did
nother
he reimburse
state.
her?
Hold on.
No.
Is there more to the story?
No, wait. I think she spent $500 and he promised
California.
her $500. He promised her that. If
Okay.
she came out.
So she bought her regular
Yeah,
price
Yeah.
plane ticket.
Yeah.
And he said he would reimburse her and then some.
Yeah.
And she gets there.
He
He's
says-
like, "Oh, we finna get it in," and
Yeah.
she's like,
Oh,
"I'm not here for that."
yeah.
Yeah. And that's how it's
Yeah.
supposed I mean,
First of all,
it's not how it's supposed
you
to happen.
prostituted yourself.
Yeah, you did that to yourself. So you,
Basically, yeah, he was supposed to give her $5,500. Sorry, y'all, I fucked up that story, whatever. Read it.
should have read it.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're coming from Austin, Texas, all the way to California to see this man
With Future.
with
Future.
Never talks about treating women well ever, bro.
ever. It's just like, what do you expect? Like, oh, your personality is just gonna get you everywhere you need to be.
was-
Sometimes
I wonder if women really think that. I don't like generalizing, obviously.
I don't know. I
but
feel like conversation with the nation. I got a bomb ass personality, so it
I am
definitely got
fun.
me.
And he was,
Yeah.
he was cordial. He was cordial about it.
Yeah, but he was
like,
cool.
enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, well, that's
Enjoy.
not. I wanted some, and enjoy. Bye.
Yep,
Yeah, have fun. Enjoy your vacay in Cali.
Yeah, by yourself, beach.
And I think that's a fair reaction from Future. Is like they had a misunderstanding as to what was expected when she got there.
Nah, she tripping. She should have known. Future, bro. She listens to Future. She knows Future is obviously.
Exactly.
And he flew you out not to hang out. And Future can fly anybody out. You think he's want to hang out with anybody? You're crazy.
Well, I wouldn't even necessarily go with that because there's, it's possible, whatever.
Yeah,
but,
you never know.
Right.
You might get tired
But-
of
Bro,
the
I
same
know.
But
old.
if
You
you
know
get
though.
there,
There's
he makes it
90%
clear
chance.
of
She
what
knows
he
now.
wants, and it's not what you want. And he says, "Hey, sorry, I just wanted to smash. Enjoy your vacation."
That's one thing.
But you're going to
You
go
can't fault
shopping.
him for that. You can't fault him for that.
And you're going to get your money back. And
All wrong.
Price
Well,
you
like
pay,
a
man.
light
Wasn't no
gig.
signed agreements. You took that risk. I don't know what to tell you, man. Sorry.
shit. Well, she blasted him on
Hold
the
on.
shade room.
And he like,
And
so,
But what did she? I mean, what did she?
he just turned
expect
into a
with the
meme.
extra
That's
money?
it.
that's fine. You just funny like that, though. I don't
He
know how
just
you
turned
expect
into a
anything else.
meme. That is it.
But
That's
this-
so funny.
Did she get back home though?
Oh, yeah, she got back home. She got back home and talked all that shit about him.
Oh, okay.
So can we talk about an activist
Hope you
thing real
had fun
quick?
out there.
What?
Yeah.
So
They protesting outside?
no, there's more to activism than protest, Pierre.
Playing.
No, but do y'all know about the low-level arrest that happened in Austin? You can get arrested, discretionary arrest, right? So when police stop you for driving without a valid license, they can decide whether they're going to just ticket you and let you go or take you to jail.
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't it cost
'Cause
them
I'm
more
part
money
of
to
that
take us
one.
to jail?
I know how that feels.
It costs more tax dollars,
Yeah,
but
that's what
it's
I'm
funny
saying.
you
Costs
say
more.
take us to jail. Who do you think is the us that goes to jail?
Is that what they're saying? Wait, them,
Shit, us.
Yeah.
Black people.
Black Latino people.
Yeah.
And I believe the number is like 60 something per, you know what I'm
what
gonna
a
look it up
dumb
and tell you
rule.
for sure.
That's gonna cost everybody.
Right. So discretionary arrest, it's like under don't catch me lying, but it's a personal smoke amount of marijuana. It's criminal mischief, graffiti, driving while license invalid,
Too much melanin in your skin.
and one more. Well, yeah, that's what gets you arrested, because I've been stopped for DWLI twice maybe and just got a ticket.
Hey, if y'all can't realize by her voice, if you don't know what Rachel looks like, she doesn't look black.
I don't look black because I'm not.
She's not.
I am a Latina woman,
Yeah.
as I stated in the beginning.
Just making sure people know.
But I do look white, so I know that I benefit from white privilege.
I didn't want to say that. I avoided that.
I appreciate that.
But I was say
Most people that know
like
me
a
know
white
that shit
nigga.
pisses me off.
You were thinking it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
just so
But
everybody
no,
knows.
I mean, it's one of those things that really pisses me off, because I don't feel like people get to erase my cultural identity because they have a narrow perception of what Latino people look like. If you go into Mexico, Central Mexico, people are blonde, blue-eyed, and whiter than I am. So, and I have a cousin that's black. I have a cousin
black,
that's
yeah.
brown. You can't there's not one brown shade that all Latino people fall
That
under.
culture is
Then they
all
should ask
free.
you for your race, then your ethnicity, before they pull you over.
Well, as a general movement, I guess, or a general push, the Latino community is trying to get the census to add Latino as a race, because the vast majority of us don't.
Identify Mexican.
We don't.
Y'all not. It's not on there.
No, it's an ethnicity, but it's not a race. So I have to identify as white Latino, and I don't consider myself to be white. And the vast majority of the Latino, we don't associate with the colonizers. So,
It's getting deep.
but I mean, it's true. That's why a lot of people don't like being called Hispanic, because of the Spaniard influence as a
people out.
colonizer. Right.
I used to get that bad all the time. Like I would say Mexican. I'm Latina. I'm like, chill, bro.
It's not the same though.
Mexico.
But that's
For
the
real,
thing.
though.
My family's not from Mexico. My family's from Honduras, and we're from the islands. So that's even a more different culture than from the mainland Honduras. So it's you just have to be careful about presuming things about people.
If that happens, they gotta change ours from African American. African and African American. Gotta change it.
I agree, because one, not all black people are from Africa, and there's a whole large group
There's a lot
of
more
people
shit going on.
There's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to it. But Austin police discretionarily arrest black residents at double the rate as white residents. So
That's probably why they won't do it though. It's too much of a hassle because they do it for Latinas and
no,
Mexican.
all
gotta
they
do it
have
for
to
everybody
do
else.
is change it from discretionary arrest to a ticketable offense.
Oh my
That's
bad.
all
I'm,
they
I'm
have to
somewhere
do.
else. My bad. Yeah, that law is definitely stupid. That's
Very.
Black and Latino residents make up 75% of discretionary arrests for DWLI. So, anyways, long story short, all of these low-level offenses, we're going to go talk to city council to try to get them to change it, because it's tax dollars. It's locking way too many people up. Of course, black and brown
they
people.
lock y'all from having a bad attitude. Like you pull them, they pull you over, you give them some lip, they got the reason. They can lock you
Right.
up.
They have the discretion to choose.
Because before they couldn't do nothing but just argue with you, right? But now they can. They tired of that back talk.
Well, the discretionary arrest thing has been going on for a while.
For real?
So, yeah, it's a thing. When they pull you over, if you have smoke on you, they can tell you to throw it away and drive home, or they can arrest you.
And they said a small personal amount of smoke.
I can't remember the exact
Like
amount.
under
Because for some people,
think
that's
it's
like a,
under an
I don't catch me lying. I can't
I don't
remember
know
the exact
either,
number.
but I remember I had like literally like a little piece of like maybe a gram or a little under a gram, and yeah,
I want
I
to
got a
say
ticket.
it's
never paid it. No,
warrant,
I
baby.
don't smoke,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Warrant shit don't.
Definitely.
measurements. I don't know weight.
definitely a warrant, but whatever. It's gonna get paid eventually.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
catch up if you can, man.
It's but anyway, so yeah, if you can, you should check out the city council meeting. You can sign up to talk. You get 3 minutes. Somebody can donate their time. You can talk for 6 minutes. If you have been affected by, the discretionary
You get the
arrest.
website already?
No, but if you want to go to Facebook, you can go to Grassroots Leadership. Just look up Grassroots Leadership, and all the information is going to be on there.
Good plug. You done this before?
No.
Quick plug.
But
real quick.
I be in these meetings and whatnot all the time, and listening to the directly impacted people. We're trying to get the homeless ordinances removed. It criminalizes people for being poor, for being homeless. Right now, the homeless population can be arrested for sitting or lying, for camping, quote unquote, sleeping,
What?
or for panhandling. And if
There's so much of that shit going on
well,
around here.
the way it's written in the law is it's aggressive panhandling, but they arrest homeless people for any kind of
yeah,
panhandling.
I'm like,
Doing that in Austin?
on every
Yes.
corner.
I'm so unread.
Under every
light.
bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
Every stop.
Where are they going to go? Affordable housing is
That's
non-existent
costing
here.
everybody.
It costs all of us money, and they're locking them up and releasing them with tickets and shit that they can't
Never
pay
gonna
anyway.
pay.
Don't pay that shit. Yeah.
Walk around
And
with
what
a pack.
happens? Tax money,
Yeah,
tax
yeah,
money,
tax,
tax
tax.
money. And all it is because these fucking gentrifying ass businesses on the east side don't like having poor people outside of their businesses.
Yeah.
So they're
Calling the
getting
police on
the
them
police
and,
to
yeah.
come and arrest them for existing. And where are they supposed to go? We don't have affordable housing. We have the only legit community center for people being affected by homelessness is downtown, where the rich white people are who complain about it anyway.
Yep.
So what? Where are they supposed to go?
Where are they supposed to go? Yep.
But anyways,
They're cleaning up Austin, man. That's how it is.
no, they're not cleaning up Austin. They're
not.
gentrifying Austin.
Yeah. And it's just a lot. No, it really is though. It really is a lot.
Come with a big pile.
It is a lot. It sucks because
Turn
like
into, like,
our we have a
California.
family house
Yeah,
off
right.
of
Small
on the
California.
east side,
That's grown.
and it's just like shit. Like we
Rapid.
damn near grew up there, so to see like the neighborhood change and the houses being built up, and then seeing the neighbors change.
Trying to tell y'all,
Property
man,
taxes
get
going
y'all
up by
every year,
8%
bro.
a year.
Yeah.
Also,
8%
crime rate
a
is
year.
gonna go up as well.
Do what?
The crime rate is gonna go up as well.
Yeah, that's because you're putting these sedity upper middle class in the middle of the hood. Like it's crazy now. We were on me and my homeboy were on 12th and Chacon eating at Big Easy po' boys. Stop there, get a po' boy. It's delicious. Anyway,
Sounds good.
and you
really
see
do.
these like Caucasian hipster girls walking by themselves on the east side.
You see that all the time. That'd be like 7 o'clock on a
like-
jog. I'm like, never.
Girl, are you lost?
In the 90s,
10 years
early
ago,
2000s,
yeah.
it's been a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I've
the
been
crime
in
still
Central.
exists.
Yeah, I've been
They
in
don't
Central
believe it.
Texas since 2005, and even just in that time frame I've been here, even the skyline coming
Scary.
has
You can
changed.
see it too, because all the black people going north now. It's like
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
south.
Yeah.
Look-
North,
Pflugerville.
it's
The-
sad because you move in somewhere and you automatically think it's gonna be ghetto here soon.
Yeah.
Nah, but I
For
don't
real.
mind. I mean, I'm just saying, like, all these white people,
Get on my damn.
they gonna move
It's gonna
into
be
the city,
ghetto
and
here
we gonna go
real
out the
soon.
city.
But that's
how
what it
we
is.
come
That's
in,
what
we go out.
That's what it is, and that's what's happening. So, like, the population of Austin, the black population of Austin, if you don't count children and elderly, is approximately 4%.
That's crazy. That's scary, bro.
Do you know how those numbers have changed? And it's like if you go to just Pflugerville, that number increases
Oh, yeah.
exponentially. Del Valley exponentially. But
Maynard.
what's in Del Valley?
Yeah,
Not
man,
a
it
damn
open.
thing.
The jail.
Oh yeah, the jail. Yeah, you're right. The jail is over there in Del Valley. Shit, our grandma, that was her.
Man, open up that. section.
Our moms, yeah, they all.
That's a thing. And
yeah.
that's the other thing. So they're trying to build a Major League Soccer stadium
Yeah.
over off of Burnett. For what? They could put affordable housing there.
They trying to bring in some more income.
It's not going to generate any income if you go
A
to one of
Major
the
League-
meetings. No.
Where
they're
these
not.
meetings at? You just gave.
I'll start tagging you, bruh.
Hey, drop me in because I don't know
Because
what these meetings have been taking place.
the Major League Soccer Stadium isn't going to be paying property taxes in the area. They're not going to be paying into the community that they're at all. Not only that, it's going to increase drunk driving. It's going to congest traffic because the parking is not going to be.
Traffic's dead. You might as well just get used to traffic. It's a wrap.
It's traffic in North Austin off of
Yeah.
Burnett and Breaker where
You
there
start heading
isn't
to
a traffic
Georgetown,
issue
it's
as bad.
open for miles,
Yeah.
but you're going to be stopped back to back bumpers. So.
So we put in a soccer stadium that's not
But
appropriately
it's not-
Yeah, they could
positioned.
have
That's
put
not
that
bringing
like in
income in?
Elgin
No way.
or something.
No.
in Maynard.
There has to be
Yeah.
something that's bringing income because the
That's
circuit,
what you
the
would
circuit
think.
of America definitely got Del Valley paid. Del Valley, you seen Del Valley High School? It's like a college
Yeah.
campus now.
I'm gonna send you the numbers because I went to a meeting about it and
Circus America stuff.
no about the Major League Baseball stadium because soccer.
Yeah, soccer.
There's
I've heard
a
about that one.
yeah there's multiple options for plans, and that's the other thing we could talk about code next. There's multiple options for plans to go into that area, but right now the mayor is endorsing the soccer stadium. But we went to this meeting and a woman that has really gone in with the details and the taxes and everything that would be associated with it, it's not advantageous to the city at all. In fact, it's detrimental ever at any point.
There's no long term shit.
And there's people that want to,
like,
and it's over by the Domain. There's people wanting to come in and put in fucking retail stores at the Domain.
Maybe the soccer field's for like the Latino community.
Is that what you think?
Maybe it's a bigger.
It is.
Maybe they're thinking bigger. Like maybe they're putting the money to the side.
We like soccer, but are we going to be able?
Everybody loves soccer. Supposedly,
soccer's growing.
Soccer's popping. Yeah, maybe
we got
maybe think about it. Maybe thinking long term.
It's even popping from the black culture too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe thinking long term. Like the African people love soccer.
Exactly, and we're getting a lot of them coming out.
Maybe there's a positive side, man. He's got to look, past the taxes and stuff.
I mean, I don't know.
Past stuff that matters. Yeah, don't worry about that. None of that
entertainment.
It matters.
Yeah, I think we should get one of them teams done.
Yeah, get a soccer
NFL.
team, man. We got what? We got basketball. We got a football team.
Yeah.
Shit.
That
Hockey, ice bats. Are they even?
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
man. I don't think so.
Oh shit, my bad.
They changed the name.
I feel old now.
But hey, I went to one of their games as a kid. And
Stars, aren't they like the
dope.
Stars or something?
Yeah,
Dallas, yeah.
Oh.
We had the ice bats. They just had a little free games. You bring a cup or something.
Ice bat.
It was something they created, man.
Shit, a bat on ice, man. It was wild.
I went to one of the games. I'll never forget it.
Good way to get injured.
Austin ice bats.
Those ice bats need to be packed. Because they get for kids. Your kids, you getting free or something. My mom take me to them things like crazy.
Oh, that's what's up.
For real.
Yeah, for sure.
Sunday
Fun Day. So what are y'all Sunday Fun Day plans? Y'all have any Sunday Fun Day plans? Y'all going home? Y'all want to see what y'all doing?
Shit, I'm chilling, man.
I'm going to a meeting.
Another meeting to talk about the shit that y'all want in Austin that's fucking robbing us.
Yeah.
No, we're
going on in Austin,
going
man.
against gentrification.
You want some meeting for real?
Yeah.
Damn. What you doing? You chilling?
Yeah.
Chilling, Brandon? Ashley?
I think I'm going to make fried chicken today.
Wow.
So...
Typical. Not playing.
Yeah, it's going to be
What
chicken.
else?
I feel it.
I saw you eating, let me see, Latino food the other day.
Hispanic,
Mexican, Latino, Hispanic food.
Well, who you talking to?
It's Snapchat. I saw it.
Okay. You looking at her or were you talking to me?
He was trying to get the correct word.
Yeah. I'm searching.
Yeah.
So what is the word?
Yeah.
It was Hector's sister's daughter's birthday. And they made
You eat your tacos like that all the time?
Oh, yeah.
You break off the tortilla and pick it?
I've been around them.
Yeah, that's
like an African thing, though, the way you do that.
Yeah, Africans do that.
That's how y'all do it?
necessarily.
I never.
What?
I almost wrote y'all and say, dog, stop eating it like that, bro. Make a
Like, why don't you just make a taco?
Yeah, my nigga, you making it hard for
Yeah,
yourself.
no.
Don't make a
You couldn't
taco.
pick the rice up good. I was
Get
like,
all
come
of
on,
it.
bro. I saw you struggling with the rice. I was like, dog, come on. That shit bothers me.
Nah,
Weird, dog. They grab the
Picking
rice,
with the
fam. Get a spoon or something.
eventually I started scooping shit up. But
All right.
it was really good, though. And then, like, we have these little like balls, but they're like jalapenos. They're high. They're like jalapeno
poppers?
seeds. They're jalapeno seeds. You know what I'm talking about? Jalapeno seeds. And they're like little balls with like peas, but they're not peas. They're like jalapenos.
Like okra, like Mexican okra.
What?
Yeah. They're like little. I'm gonna take a
You
picture of
don't-
them.
you
I'm gonna
don't
take a picture of
cook
them
them,
and send it to you.
You don't-
But like they're these little.
They fried?
They're
Okay.
just regular. Like they're what.
It's cool.
Whatever. Anyways, they're jalapenos and they're these little ass balls, but they are so hot. You're gonna be sweating your ass off.
I hate that.
And
fuck
yep,
it.
they're green peppers.
Ugh,
They're so
It's a
good.
bad time. It sounds good.
The juice
though.
is really good as well. But I don't know how I got to that. Oh yeah, Mexican. Yeah. Mexican people, I love them. They're my life. I made chorizo and egg this morning,
Shout out to him, man.
Ooh.
and I can make rice really well.
For real?
Shout out to CV.
It's funny because a lot of people can't figure out how to make rice.
Yeah,
I don't
rice.
understand.
Let me tell you how I made it. I got regular rice, right? Like white rice. Then I put
Rice.
like tomato sauce in that shit with some like pepper. That wasn't it.
Nah,
That's not
I usually just fry my rice fry it
you
up
on
real
with that one
good,
again, bro.
You know what I'm saying? CV usually she'll like blend like tomatoes. She'll boil tomatoes, onions.
I was on the
peppers,
way then, right?
and then she'll blend it all
Yeah,
together.
The correct
you
line of
starting
thinking.
off. You got the
Yeah.
first base.
I
You
know
gotta blend it
tomatoes,
really
you got
well,
the
though.
first
You know what I'm
base.
saying? And it's a lot to it. I'm not gonna give you, you know what I'm saying, my recipe because I don't want y'all to be out here making my rice.
I don't want to help you guys.
But if you want some rice, though,
She
call
don't want you to
me.
come up
I
on
deliver
the
rice plates only.
That's right.
Looking at
It's the rice plate. We go by, ounces of water. I'm going.
Yeah, nah, but yeah, I don't put water in my rice though. I put chicken broth.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't put
you just gave me a recipe.
And then no, I really didn't know.
I think you the only one to do that.
No,
Shut your ass up.
Put that in.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
We doing that, but you know what I'm saying? It's like common sense. You know what I'm saying? Why would I put water when I could put exactly when I could put chicken broth?
Water does have flavor.
And that's the thing, you got to learn how to cook
flavor, man.
with flavors, but not necessarily with seasoning and spices, because the flavors come from the food.
Sounds like I'm gonna leave it to the women. Feminine.
What's Adrian cooking today?
Oh shit, she's making steaks.
Ooh, I made steaks the other day. I got one left in the fridge.
I fucked up bad. I handed her the steak. It's bad time. She don't like pink meat in the middle.
Oh yeah.
I like mine kind of like medium.
Yeah, I like my medium too.
She see the blood run and she start tripping.
Dry.
Yeah, you bite
right.
it. You might as well bite the road or something.
Jerky, beef jerky.
Well.
Yeah,
for real.
beef jerky.
Cause
Chewing the hell out
medium
of
keep it
Juicy,
alive a little bit. You bite it, a little blood trickle, but
it's
good.
juicy.
Yeah, it's like salt water.
Yeah, it's
Makes-
good.
Man, y'all
Make
might as
some
well go
sauce
hunt
for
with
the
the
rest of
lines,
your
man.
food.
Hey man, our people used to hunt with the lines, man. Straight up. Now I'm playing.
Hey, and they cook they shit all the way too.
Oh, we were talking about
Burning it up.
man.
They
we were
was
talking about
burning it up.
lingua yesterday
With
with
no
this
blood
cow
dripping.
tongue.
Oh, I
meat.
can't do lengua.
Yeah, I don't like lingua either.
I know
And
the texture.
And it is.
What's that?
it's cow tongue.
Oh hell no.
And
Yeah.
But do you like
No.
barbacoa?
yeah, we were eating barbacoa last night.
Hey, that shit good.
And, but I mean, that's cow head. That's the cheek.
Mo-
That's head
Yeah.
and cheeks,
Some
not
of
no
those
tongue.
nasty.
That's
Yeah,
something
that's
they
like
You
tasting.
probably get a little tongue in there every now and
Yeah, you can go get some eyeball juice, all of that.
Some
like
what?
they
So
cook the
y'all-
whole
I
head,
don't fuck
and
with
then like the
eyeball
meat
juice.
just
Eyeball
fall
juice?
off.
So you
Tastes like-
so you eating
Yeah.
eyeball too.
It tastes like meat.
If you get like real,
Nah, don't
like
shrug.
beef.
Hold on, Ashley.
I
Don't
have
you-
some at the
You
house.
over here shrugging like niggas, whatever.
I have some.
That's
at
not
the
normal,
house.
dog, for us. All
I
right?
got some at the house. I'll bring you some over.
It's just the brain, duh. Like, that's how you looking.
Duh. nigga.
Like it's just something
Smeared on
simple,
some
no?
bread.
Like it's normal, dog. Yeah.
It's something simple.
Smeared on
Pull the
bread.
tongue out,
You get
string it
around-
out, nigga, the
if
juice
you get
good.
around real
good.
Mexicans, they're gonna cut or dig a hole in the ground. They're gonna
Yeah.
put the cow hole, the
Yeah, I
cow
heard
whole
about
cow
that
head
type
in
shit,
there,
man.
It's a bad
and
time.
then you're just picking the meat off of it and putting it on your taco.
Bananas, yeah.
It's delicious.
That cow tongue, they were telling us how they make it though. They boil it for a long ass time, and then they rip the outer part off, and then the middle is like meaty, and then it's like you just cut it up or you string it. I don't know, some shit like
I
that.
can't do
I can
but-
see that being good though.
It's-
They probably
Lengua's
boiled
not-
it a few times, right?
My thing is,
Yeah,
I
you
just
gotta
don't
boil
like
it for a minute, but I don't like the texture.
the texture. It's
Yeah,
too
the
soft.
texture is
It's like
gross.
if you imagine
Mushy.
biting
I don't-
your tongue.
Yeah, it's like, ugh.
it's just
Ugh,
soft.
it's gross. I hate it. I was
Probably
like,
got
what
you
the
bit
fuck?
into it.
And then what's so fucked up is they didn't even tell me what it was. Like,
eat
they
that
was like,
shit.
here, and I
So
ate it,
hard.
but I was like, ugh, this shit gross. I don't like it.
Dang.
Why is this so
And
soft?
and the
Like
Hector's
it's
mom was
gum.
like, oh, actually,
Yeah.
what
Here
happened?
you go.
And I was just like, I
No,
didn't like
no,
it.
fuck
She was
no.
like, yeah, I could tell because you didn't eat it all. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, that was cow tongue. And I was like, ew. Like, what the
It's
fuck?
not cool.
Like what
Like-
the fuck, bro?
Pierre said it probably still has spit in it.
That's why I think about it, man.
That's something to
They
think
cut
about.
the taste buds off,
That's what I
though.
think, man. You gotta spread some saliva flowing and bubbling in while it's
Snap.
Man,
Oh, and
yeah.
then cactus though. Cactus is good.
heard that slams.
No palitos.
Yeah, palitos. Yeah,
Never-
that's
never tried
good.
it.
That's good. It's good. It's good with eggs and and a tortilla.
Yeah.
Change your life.
Don't fuck
It's
with
it depending on how it's cooked. It kind of has the consistency of like stewed okra. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of
I
that
think I'm
runny.
gentrified myself.
The
I don't
cactus?
fuck with none of that.
Yeah, I ain't fucking
Put
with
some
it.
tomatoes and stuff, and you like tomatoes.
It's
so
good.
I'm gonna have a Mexican
Fucking
dinner at the
with it.
crib. Invite
Bro,
everybody
put
over.
signs on everything. You playing? Don't put no tongue on my plate.
For real.
I'm be so mad.
Hey,
I'm
I
like,
got
yo,
We
you
gonna
beat.
play. We gonna have
Here,
a
I
bizarre
got you, bro. I'm gonna
foods
slap
party.
the plate out your hand if
Let
there's
me
something
know.
on your
Fools.
plate.
Throw that
We-
frisbee that shit out the window.
We gonna have a
Yeah.
bizarre foods party.
Yeah, all right. That sounds kind of cool though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
fuck
Not
it,
if you don't
man.
eat
I need
any
a
of
bucket.
it.
I'll eat it, but I need a bucket.
I already
get
told
fucked
him
up.
like you gotta eat it all. Like, you
I don't
gotta
even eat
taste
eggs,
Like
though.
Fear Factor shit.
I don't
you
even
gotta
eat eggs
oh,
though. Like,
Really?
I don't
thing
really
about
like
chicken-
eggs unless it's like a
chicken-
filler.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be boiled. I like boiled eggs.
Ugh. I don't like this.
I rode with a dude one time.
Boy.
He was eating like poached eggs while he was driving. I was
Ew.
gagging, yo. He was smacking. I'm like,
That's
had the windows up. I'm like, bro, I'm finna die.
You better
That
let one of these
Poached
windows down,
eggs,
bro.
because that's
Bro, I
like
was
it's
mad.
still mushy in the middle.
Yeah.
You can hear him biting. He's like, bro, I'm in the corner like gagging. I'm like, dog, this nigga's wilding. He said, hey, you want one? Fuck, look at me, man. I'm green. Dog. I ain't eating that shit.
Nigga, I'm all on the door. You gonna ask the dog want one, bro? I'm definitely finna.
You know, I
crawl
made
out
that
the
noise. It was like
window,
a.
What is that called when people make the food
pull over.
food eating sounds over the
What is that,
yeah,
bro?
people
I
like
wish
that.
I wish so much bad stuff on her, but I hope she dies. I hope she crashes. I hope something happens.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Or eating
Stop.
corn and stuff.
What the sound effect
People
room?
do that.
Bro,
They have whole
what is it
YouTube
called? What is
videos
it?
where
What is
people
the
are
mental
doing-
disorder called? Where you don't like them sounds. I got that straight up. I don't like people smacking. I don't like my own self smack. I don't like drinking loudly. I don't like
Ooh, I
hearing your
went to my
throat.
EFA the other day.
Yeah, I don't
Girl,
let myself drink either.
5 seats
I was
away
like,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? In other
my
cultures, slurping is considered
Yeah, so I
like
didn't
the
drink.
pan-
But I was
yeah,
like, I started slurping too. Shit, that shit was good. But
Nah,
I was
bro.
like,
It
wow.
does help like enhance flavors with some
It
stuff.
was so
though.
good.
Sounds like
No,
a
it
nasty
don't. It don't
time.
enhance no flavor.
Yeah,
I hate-
It does,
And I
'cause
hate
the
hearing
air-
people
the
eat
air thing in your
oxtail.
tongue.
That shit kills me. It's all the
Ooh,
slurping.
the
and
oxtails.
slide.
Yeah, you gotta eat that oxtail. You gotta suck on it, all of that.
Nah, I ain't
All the juices.
Yeah.
You gotta.
See,
I don't want that.
I don't be around shit like that, man.
Yeah.
I leave the room.
You gotta expand your
I go.
expand your
Told him
horizon.
that the other day.
Yes,
You don't know
I
what
told
you
him that
missing.
the other
She
day.
was frying me,
I
man.
was like, come
No.
on,
I didn't want to eat
different
Thai
notes.
food. I didn't want
Yeah,
Thai
Bubba
food.
took us to a
What?
Thai place, and it actually ended
They got
up
like
being
crab
good.
stuff with some kind of wild
Crab
shit.
ragoon.
What?
It
That
was
shit
his
is
first time
delicious.
tasting
Have
it.
you
He
ever had
liked it.
chicken
I
pad
didn't
thai?
like it. Then they gave me
Hell
egg rolls. I ordered
no.
egg rolls. They wasn't egg rolls. They were just like vegetables wrapped in some
Oh, they
clear
were the spring
paper.
rolls.
Oh,
it's a
no.
spring roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, them nasty as
Well, I
hell.
was
bit
like, what
that
the
cold ass egg roll. That shit was whack. It was like a bag. It was in a bag. It was
Yeah.
vegetables in a bag, bro.
Basically.
But Bubba ended up eating it.
That
So.
nigga eats anything, man.
That's funny.
He's like, oh, you did?
Bro, did you finish that? Oh,
yeah.
Egg
Nah.
roll, vegetables in a bag.
Yeah, but Bubba had already
Exactly
told
what
him
it
that
tastes like.
that is not what you think it is.
I heard him say it, but I'm like,
But
they
he
probably
just
fried
like
a different way. or
he just
something.
like ignoring him. So he did that day, and he regretted it. But
I don't like crazy food, man. I'm gonna keep it regular: meat, cheese, ketchup.
ASMR is
Man.
what it's called,
What's that?
where they do the sound effects and the.
It's the black lady too. I'm like, dog, crash on the way.
They do what?
there's a lady
It's
that
like-
smatches her face in bread on camera.
What does that sound like?
I don't
I don't know.
know.
I
if
think it's
a
just a
sound
visual
so much
thing.
as yeah.
People into that?
No, I think people like it. Like she literally gets different types of bread and just matches her face.
What she look like? Is she pretty or something?
She's Indian.
China.
She's no, she's Chinese.
Yeah,
like
Chinese.
Asian.
People are weird. Human
Wait,
beings
wait,
are
wait.
weird.
Oh, ASMR is autonomous sensory meridian response. So it's literally just like sound effects, like
It's supposed to be like
or
tantric or
like-
something. So
Oh, you
relax.
serious?
yeah. Some people just like the way
It drives me crazy. I'll report it. Yeah, man. Come on. Last time. I'm editing this out. I forgot I can edit on here. I'm editing that shit out.
Oh my.
Wow, man.
Right? Didn't that kind of like do something to your ears?
Yeah,
right?
maybe one to take these goddamn headphones.
Told you, man.
Shit irritating.
When I'm at the
quick.
table, when we're eating at the table, everybody knows. Don't chew loud, man, because I'm psycho.
Mine's a
Oh yeah, I
fork
stay
on the
telling
plate.
Marty like Marty, close
I
your
hate
mouth.
that.
Like Kirsten, don't talk to me with food in your mouth because you sound wild.
Please don't.
Get out of my face. Paisley, don't smack. I'm spank you. Not playing. Oh look, I'm having a file on me. I'm gonna get a mail order. Hey man, you gotta come talk to us, bro. Fuck, man.
That's not how it works.
Oh, get a mail.
Never had a CPS case.
Al's gonna fly in with a parchment in his talons.
Harry
And, yeah, drop it on the table and fly out the other window and shit.
No, we go and see your children at school before you even know we're involved.
Tip, guys. Tip of the
That's
day.
crazy though.
That's crazy,
Like I
man.
don't really like that.
They
Like
call you
no,
up
why are
there.
you talking to my kid without me even
'Cause y'all
knowing?
can
Like, why do
definitely-
you-
If you're
how do
beating your
y'all-
child.
How do y'all like
that's different.
go through that loophole? Like, oh, I already talked to her. And you
Well,
don't even know
the
about
reason
it.
is because they're a witness/victim. They're not a perpetrator. So like you don't have to be aware that you have rights and blah blah blah. Which we don't read rights or anything.
But obviously, I realize that sometimes kids they'll say things.
oh
under
yeah,
pressure. Okay.
and that's something that you get
You have
really
to,
good
like,
at
really
discerning.
determine.
But
Yeah.
like a new worker would probably fuck that up
And that's one of the good things about CPS is there's so much
before they put you out
Step-
there.
yeah,
Lot of steps.
Okay.
I'll interview a kid, and then immediately when I leave, I call and I staff with my supervisor. I'm like, hey, this is what the kid said, da 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 da. And sometimes they'll say some shit that's completely off the wall. Like, for example, I had one kid who said, my dad kicked me in the stomach, and I said, why? And he said, because I bent my arms. I was like, that's crazy. That doesn't make any sense.
Look,
well,
no,
it
don't-
turns out that the dad is making the boy hold a plank. He's 6 years old, hold a plank And as soon as he relaxes his arms, he was kicking him in the stomach.
Maybe he's getting ready for like UFC or something. You know?
Well, that was his excuse. He's like, this is my
Training.
my NFL player. Da 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 da.
Oh,
Which,
trying to make
and
him
I'm
strong,
a proponent of exercise, especially as a form of like redirection,
But not like
as
crazy.
discipline.
Not
I'm a
crazy.
proponent, but you can't kick your son, your small child, in the stomach.
How old is he?
I ain't
Six.
never got
Okay.
kicked in my damn stomach.
My
from
dad used to
football
make
training.
us do squats.
Yes,
Nigga
squat,
might-
loss,
nigga might bear
and all
crawl.
that. Yeah.
I ain't never got kicked in the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Get down there
None of
and
that
do push-ups.
No, I ain't do none of that.
That's a lie. All right, y'all. Well, that concludes this episode of the iCast podcast.
Rachael,
Again, my name is Ashley Ann Marie.
There we go.
Follow me on Snapchat, YUP_THTS.
Change that shit, man.
Yep, that's her. Follow
What
me
in
on
the hell?
Facebook.
That's her.
Ashley
That's
Ann
a lot,
Marie.
Her handle's long.
Sounding out.
Super long.
Can't say anything. Mine's long too.
How long is it?
A_little_Raz_Daz_.
Cool.
_
Rachel's but hey, thank y'all for filling in. Well, actually, Rachel, thanks for being the guest. Brandon, thanks for filling in. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, my brother.
Appreciate y'all coming on. Y'all don't give out y'all stuff. Instagram.
Because I have nothing to give out.
Oh, yeah. No
sorry,
social
no
media.
social media.
Yeah.
You cool? You
No
unplugged?
social.
And
I did that for a month. It's pretty lit, but that's dope, dog.
Yeah.
yeah, you can find me on Instagram, but you gotta go through the approval process because my homeboy's crazy ex-girlfriend be stalking me. So
See that?
Madness. Madness, man. All right, well, that's
All right,
it for our
y'all.
Sunday
Enjoy, y'all.
episode.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace.